In this video, we are going to solve one problem that is based on recursion. The problem is you have been given one number and you have to return factorial of that number. Okay. For example, you have been given as a 5. You have to find out the factorial of 5. So how you can find it? It's simple. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is going to be 120. Okay, if we have to find factorial of 4, then it could be 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is going to be 24. Fine. So this is how we used to find a factorial. Okay, so let's try to convert this into recursion. How we can solve using recursion. Okay, so I have made one framework, okay, that has 4 steps. In that framework we have four steps. If we follow that step now, we will be easily able to design a solution using a recursion. Okay, so first step is find out the base case. Find out the base case. What this means, base case means you have to find out the solution of smallest sub problem exists in your given problem. Okay, you have to find out the solution of the smallest sub problem given in your problem. Okay, what this means, let's try to find out for 4 factorial. Okay, for 4 factorial, if I want to calculate 4 factorial, it's depend on 3 factorial, 2 factorial and 1 factorial. Correct. 3 factorial depend on 2 factorial, 1 factorial. 2 factorial depend on 1 factorial, that's it. And 1 factorial, the answer of 1 factorial is 1. We know this is the smallest problem exists in my whole problem. Okay, so because for 1 factorial the answer is always going to be 1. Correct. So this is my smallest problem exist. Okay, so we have found the base case. Next step is try to build some example. Okay, now we need to build using this. We got the base case. Okay, we got the base case. Now we have to build some example and we have to visualize that. Okay, find out for n is equal to 5, we have to find out factorial. Okay, so randomly what I will do, I will draw 5 box, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is for 5, this is for 4. I will draw 4 boxes. Just I'm trying to visualize this problem using a diagram. Okay, third is I will draw 3 box here. Okay, 2 and 1. Okay, we know the base case, that is 1. Okay, and we know the answer for 1 factorial, the answer is always going to be 1. Okay, so I write answer as 1. I know the answer for 1 factorial, that is always going to be 1. What is 2 factorial? If you see here, 2 factorial is equal to 2 into result of sub problem, that is 1. Correct. Result of sub problem, that is 1. Okay, so what answer I got, that is 1. This is the sub problem exist for 2. Okay, so I got answer from that side, that is 1. So 2 into 1, that is going to be 2. Correct. Okay, sub problem 1, answer written as 1. Sub problem 2, answer written as 2. Okay, For 3, what is uh, how I should calculate 3 factorial, that is 3 into result of sub problem, that is 2, correct? So what answer I got for 2 factorial, that is 2, correct? So 3 into 2, that is going to be 6. Fine. I have answer for sub problem 1, that is 1. For 2 I have 2. For 3 answer is 6. For 4, what is my, for 4 how should I calculate? Okay, it say like result of 3, 4 into result of 3. So what is the result of 3 I got? That is 6. So 4 into 6, that is going to be 24. Fine. Sub problem result, answer result is 1. Sub problem result of 2 is 2. Sub problem 3, 6. Sub problem 4, 24. How should I calculate for 5? 5 into result of 4, sub problem 4, correct? So what is the answer of 4 I got? That is 24. So 5 into 4, that is going to be 120, correct? Okay, so this is how the diagram of uh, this recursion problem looks. Okay, now let's come to third step, that is finding a pattern. Finding a pattern. Okay, once you able to make diagram now, finding a pattern is very easy. For example, to calculate the factorial of 3, the how how, how I will get a whole result, that is the result of 2 and the result of 2, and if I multiply 3 with that, I will get my answer. Same happen with 4, right? Result of 3, I will multiply, I will get the answer. So I can see one pattern. I will tell the recursion, can you please calculate factorial for n minus 1? Let's suppose this is n. Okay, let's suppose this is n. So I will tell the recursion, can you calculate factorial for n minus 1? Once I got the result for n minus 1, I will multiply myself and I will multiply myself. Once I multiply, I got that means I got the result for that particular n, correct? Okay, so we have find the pattern also. Next step is to code it. Okay, so coding is, once you draw a diagram and for any example, and you are able to find a pattern, that means you can code it very easily. Okay, we have a base case that for n equal to 1, we have answer as 1. Okay, we will write that. Okay, if n is equal to 1, return 1. Fine, return 1. Else what we need to do? Else we will tell the factorial to bring the result for n minus 1. Once I got the result for n minus 1, I will return myself, I will multiply myself with the result what I got for the sub problem, and I will return that, correct? So this is how I will write the code. Okay, so let's try to write this code in IDE. So I have already prepared the template for this. So I have a base case, that is if n is equal to 1, I should return 1, right? Okay. Else is I will calculate the result for sub problem I had, that is n minus 1. Okay, and I will return n into the result of sub problem I got. Correct? Okay, so let's try to find out for 5. Okay, let's try to find out for 5. So it's giving me as 120, that is correct. Let's try to calculate for 4. So it's working fine. Okay, so how it's working, let's try to debug this. Okay, so just focus here. The main function has called the function fact. Okay, so I will check, is n is equal to 1? No, right? So I will go to else case, and that n equal to 4 has call the factorial function by passing n is equal to 3. Correct? You can see here another function in call stack, another function has k, that is n equal to 3. Correct? I will check n is not equal to 1. I came into the else part. It will call for fact n equal to 2. Okay, it is also not equal to 1. I will come to else part and I will call for n equal to 1. Okay, now the condition is going to be satisfied and I will return 1. So for n equal to 2, I got the result for this its sum problem, and I will multiply myself with that result and return. Okay, it will come to the 3. You can see here, once the function get executed, it will go out of the stack, it will get pop out. Okay, so for n equal to 3, I will multiply myself with the result. For n equal to 4, I will multiply myself with the result and send to 5. Okay, so okay, we have just calculated for 4, so we got the result for 4, that is 24. So code is working fine. So in next video we are going to solve a little bit harder problem, so that we will be understand recursion in more depth.